Hello, and welcome to my video about the Vatican Museum. The Vatican's vast collection of art and artifacts began as both a way to protect cultural and artistic heritage and as a tool for political propaganda and religious influence. Over the centuries, various popes expanded the collection, shaping it into what it is today. We begin with Pope Julius II in the year 1503, who had a grand vision to connect the ancient world with the Roman papacy. He wanted to position the Vatican as the new center of Christianity, drawing inspiration from ancient Rome, particularly the Capitolini Hill. To achieve this, he initiated an ambitious project to integrate classical art and architecture into the Vatican. We start at the Pinecone Courtyard, named after the large bronze pine cone that once adorned an ancient fountain. Julius II commissioned architect Donato Bramante to design a space linking the Vatican buildings to the Belvedere, meaning beautiful view. A smaller courtyard known as the Belvedere Court, or Octagonal Court, was created to house the most important statues of the papal collection. Among the notable sculptures displayed were Apollo, Cleopatra, Venus Felix, the Torso, Hercules, Antaeus, and the Laocoon. At the center of the courtyard, colossal statues representing the rivers Tiber and Nile once functioned as fountains. Orange trees were planted, evoking the mythical gardens of the Hesperides, where golden fruits were protected by nymphs. Inspired by ancient writers Pliny and Tacitus, Bramante aimed to create a dialogue between art and nature. This space became a center for philosophical reflection and was admired for its perfect aesthetic balance. Its fame grew to its exclusivity, and over time, the Vatican's Belvedere collection became one of the world's most significant assemblages of classical statues. The goal was to revive the classical spirit, which was considered essential for understanding life. In the mid-19th century, Pope Benedict XIV promoted the opening of the Museum of Christian Antiquities, also known as the Sacred Museum, in 1756. This museum was dedicated to the study of Christian iconography and investigating traditions of faith over centuries. In 1763, Pope Clement XIII appointed Johann Joachim Winckelmann, a leading neoclassical theorist, as Rome's Commissioner of Antiquities. Winckelmann was the first to distinguish between Greek, Greco-Roman, and Roman art, bringing a more scientific approach to studying ancient artifacts. Under Clement XIII, the Profane Museum was founded in 1767, and it was dedicated to Etruscan and Roman relics, making a shift towards viewing ancient art as historical documents. One of the papacy's most important expansions occurred under Clement XIV. He acquired the Mattei collection, and in 1771, architect Alessandro Dori renovated the loggia of the Belvedere, dividing its walls into a sequence of arches, or serrallanas. Dori transformed the Belvedere loggia into a single large gallery to display sculptures on both sides. In 1772, Michelangelo Simonetti continued the expansion, connecting various galleries to create a unified museum layout. His work laid the foundation for what would become the Clementino Museum, ensuring a unified body for the museum. Elected in 1775, Pope Pius VI continued expanding the museum, renaming it the Pio Clementino to highlight the contributions of both himself and Clement XIV. His goal was to showcase the grandeur of the Roman Renaissance and its connection to the papacy. His additions included Animal Hall, featuring sculptures of animals both real and mythical, Hall of the Muses, dedicated to figures from Greek mythology, Round Hall, or Sala Rotonda, inspired by the Pantheon with a coffered dome and central oculus housing statues of deities, and the Greek Cross Room, showcasing important ancient artifacts. After Simonetti's death, architect Giuseppe Camporisi took over, designing the atrium of the four gates and the Hall of the Chariot, using a clear neoclassical style. The Pio Clementino Museum became a model for organizing exhibitions worldwide, influencing how modern museums display art today. During Pope Pius VII's reign in the 1800s, he established the Chiaramonte Museum. He commissioned Antonio Canova, a leading neoclassical sculptor and painter, to design a new section of Vatican museums. Canova complemented Bramante's eastern corridor, connecting it to the Pio Clementino Museum. Elegant lunettes were painted as tributes to Pius VII for his dedication to the arts. At this time, many artworks had been stolen by Napoleon. Canova played a key role in recovering them and proposed a new foundation for the returned art. After Canova's death in 1822, architect Raphael Stern completed the museum's renovations, blending ancient Roman materials like marble and granite with contemporary neoclassical designs. He created a sophisticated environment, a mixture between refined integration and ancient materials. This offered a new, contemporary renovation. Pius VII also initiated the Vatican Pinacoteca, a gallery that centralized paintings from various papal palaces. Many of these works had been stolen by Napoleon but were fully recovered by 1816, significantly enriching the Vatican's collection. In 1932, under Pope Pius XI, architect Luca Beltrami designed a new Pinacoteca building, specifically intended to preserve and display paintings. The new structure was in a more open space, allowing natural lighting which enhanced the visibility of the artwork. The gallery now holds about 460 paintings, organized chronologically across 18 rooms covering art from the 12th to 19th centuries. Recently, the Vatican museums have embraced modern updates, including a contemporary building, the Gregoriano Profano Museum, founded under Pope Gregory XVI, which opened during 1970. The space is designed to showcase newly excavated artifacts from Rome. This space allows for a flexible, evolving display, adapting as new discoveries are made. This blend of ancient and modern perspectives make the Vatican museums unique in the art world. This concludes my video on the Vatican museums. Thank you so much for watching.